Is it a buyer's market on Miami Beach? This is our end of August report covering Miami Beach. If you've gone online right now and you've looked at the Florida news and you've looked at stuff on YouTube, you would be thinking that everything is going to shit. Now I'm going to look at the report and I'm going to explain what's going on and understand if that's the case for Miami Beach. We've already done our mainland report, which covers Brickell all the way down to Pinecrest. And that shows that actually some of those markets aren't doing so badly, but there are definitely some problems in other areas. Point number one is we are in a position where old condos are experiencing some severe issues. 80% of the market, and there are 4,000 condos right now available for sale on Miami Beach all the way up to Sunny Isles. 80% of those are priced under $2 million, which is very affordable. And out of those 80%, a good 80% of that is priced under $1 million. So very, very affordable. Within those, there is a significant number, 2/3 of all the units on the market right now, just over 3,000, are built prior to the year 2000, which means one thing. By the year 2030 or before, all those buildings are going to hit their first major assessment landmark, or will have already hit it, or could be well and through their 40-year assessment. That means their swimming pools, their terraces, those whole areas are having to be redone. This is expensive. HOA fees are ballooning because of insurance premiums, and we know that because of the cost of living in South Florida, a lot of those residents in these older buildings do not have the level of income because they're retired to support these higher rates. And that's going to be a problem, and it's going to make it very hard to sell these units. Right now, however, in the last 6 months, surprisingly, the number of sales that existed of the older buildings to the newer buildings was at the same proportion as it was the year before. So we're seeing the same number of sales this year to last year, which suggests that things aren't getting worse yet. But definitely, if you look at the statistics, it's worrying to see that 80% of the market is older and cheap condos across the beach market. The second point is that overall, statistically, we're dealing with, it's a buyer's market. Right now, if you look at the beach, and again, condos to houses, the condo market has around 18 months of inventory. Given that 9 would be balanced, and less than that would favor a seller, but over that, it's definitely well into a buyer's market, which means that whether you're buying a 3 or a 5 or a $7 million condo, you've got more negotiation power right now than the seller has. So as a buyer, you can take advantage of that. How that might change with interest rates, we've got to wait and see. But right now, it's definitely in your favor. The housing market, a little less. There's much fewer houses available in the market. There's only 400 houses available for sale across the beach area compared to 4,000 condos. So you don't have the same inventory supply. With that in mind, you've got to be cognizant that we have 12 months of inventory. Now, as you move into the newer product, that inventory dwindles less and less and less to a couple of dozen properties that sell in the 6 months and pretty much the same of what's available, maybe 50 or 60 homes in total available that are newer builds. With this in mind, it's still much favoring the buyer rather than the seller. But once you move into the upper areas, and this gets to my third point, the $10 million plus mark, it's actually doing really, really, really well. What does that mean? Well, this year we've seen 50% more sales of $10 million plus homes than we did last year. The number of $10 million plus condos has actually remained the same. We don't have any more, we don't have any less. But the ultra luxury buyers are out there, especially in the houses. And what do they buy? The newer homes. They're focused on the newer houses, the majority of which have been focused sales around the Venetian Islands, Palm and Hibiscus. They are waterfront, they are island-based. Sunset Islands also included as well in that group, and this is where the biggest demand and desire for ultra luxury is. And I think it's because those locations give great accessibility to the core of Miami more than some of the other areas, because as Miami expands and the new companies move in, the hub remains Brickell. And those are all very commutable distances to that. Those are my takeaway clips with a good amount of analytics. For more information, read the full report. We go into it in greater detail. As always, for your specific needs and wants, just pick up the phone and give me a call. Whether you're a buyer, a seller, or an investor, here's my email, here's my telephone number, give me a call. Thanks for watching.